here to talk a little bit about the success formula. Who wants success here? Wow, okay, so good. So let's work together with this. So just for you to have an idea, I am an entrepreneur with more than 25 years of experience. I am also a business coach and a teacher for family business and also for behavior, what is very important to get us to the success we want. So that's what I came to tell you. I learned a concept, very important one, on a book from Stephen Covey called The 7 Highly Effective Habits. It's a great book. And the concept is right there. Between the stimulus and the response I have for that, I always have the freedom of choice. I have a space to choose how I will react for something happen to me. Many times I don't have a control on the stimulus, on something happened to me, but I always will have the control how I will react. But not always we use this space. Most of time we respond not thinking about, not choosing and being a victim of the situation. Like if we had just one option to answer for that. And I can tell you, you always have many different options to answer, even if something that you don't like or something that you wish would not happen to you. But that's very important for you to learn. Sometimes we need time to think about how we are going to react. And which is your choice? How are you using this space? Together with this concept, there is another concept, very important one, that is called locus of control. What is this? This is considered to be an important aspect of our personality. And there is two different possibilities. You can have an internal locus of control or an external locus of control. What is the difference? The main difference is when something happened to you, let's think about something that you didn't like it, that happened. You have two possibilities. You can look for who is the guilty outside, who was responsible for that results that affect my life, and get complaining in a victim position. Because if you will complain about others, what can you do? You cannot do anything about other situation, something that is outside of you. On the other hand, if there is something inside you, what is your resources, your behavior, your attitude, that is something you have total control of it. So how do you think a success person will choose internal locus of control or external locus of control? Do you think a success person is going to complain about external facts that impact my life? Or they will choose to look to themselves and think about what can I do with my behavior, my attitude to get a better results next time? Which one do you think is the choice?
The second one.
It's an internal locus of control, and that is very important. But unfortunately, most of the time, many people are at external locus of control because sometimes it's easier to complain about others than to change yourself. It's not easy to change behaviors, to change your attitude. But this is very important if you want to get success, because if you stay complaining, you are going to cry and complain for the rest of your life, and nothing's going to change. So what I think is very important is if you understand that the only possibility you have control is the internal locus of control, even though it's not easy, because some people feel guilty if I have to look that I did something wrong and I have to change that. But you only will get better if you have the courage to see your mistakes. You are very young. You have the whole life ahead of you. And you will learn a lot, you will change a lot. So as early as you can grab these opportunities and grow, you are always going to be ahead of a lot of people that are just complaining about external facts that you cannot have control. So here is just the resume. External locus of control is an individual believes that his or her behavior is guided by fate, luck, or other external circumstances. And internal locus of control, individuals believes that his and her behavior is guided by the personal decision and effort. That's why it gives you power and it's so important. But probably you are thinking, you know, Paola, but it's still a lot of external things that will impact my life. And I tell you, yes, it's true. Sometimes more external facts than the things you have control. But there is a magic when you focus on the things you have control. You feel motivated, you feel powerful, and you wanted to do something to change. If you concentrate on that, you will have energy to do the changes you need to do. If you put your attention on the external causes, and then you feel like you cannot do anything, and you feel depressed, and you don't have, you don't want to do something, and it's a sensation that is going to drop you down. So look what happened if you have the access and just for your behaviors and your attitude. You start, let's say, you come to the, how do you say, you had last time, the trial to see who is going to be the anchor?
The newscast?
Audition, yeah, that's perfect. So let's imagine you go to the next audition. If you think about things you need to change, if you learn new attitudes and behaviors, and you get there full of energy, feeling confidence, you will be ready to that audition, and the chances for you to be accepted are higher than if you just get complaining about external facts. And everything in your life, you look to your behaviors, you have your attitudes, focus on this, the area of your influence is higher. More people will be impacted with your behaviors and your attitudes. So your area of influence is growing, and until you will get the results you want. If you cannot solve everything, then do your part the best you can, and I am sure you will get there. It's just a matter of time. That's something very important. So I would finish just with some ideas about success. What do you think is success? Being happy. What else?
Achieving personal goals.
Achieving personal goals. What else?
Knowing you gave it your all.
Knowing
Knowing you gave it your all.
you're giving your all. Great.
Becoming the best version of yourself.
Becoming the best version of your all.
Being proactive instead of reactive.
Be proactive instead of reactive. Perfect. Great. But what will make you happy in the future? That's a very important question, because maybe what will make you happy is different than what will make me happy in the future. So that's why success is achieving the goal. So you need to know, when to get to your goal, you need to make this question: what will make me happy in this near future? Okay? And so it's impossible to get success if you don't have your goal clear. Can I ask you a question? Who knows your goal for your life in 5 years from now? Raise your hand, please. Does anybody have at least an idea? Yeah, so I will give this invitation for you. Do you have an idea?
For me, I guess for me, just being economically stable, that that I could live a good life and be independent.
Great.
That's the big
What is the number that is going to make you economically,
Say my
financially
salary?
comfortable? Yes.
I'm a person like me personally. I can't just let's say, for example, I'm making 60 a year. I'm always gonna want more.
Okay.
So just
But that's a
just
problem.
keep going.
That's a tricky.
Maybe you can help me.
No, that's
If
great.
there's
I
a
like
lot of
that.
this be a problem, you can help me.
Yes. You know why? Why is it tricky? Did you get it what he said?
Just keep
I
shooting
always
for
want
more.
more. So once I get to 60, I want 100, I want 200, and go on. So when are you gonna feel successful and happy?
Gaining more success is gonna make you feel more
Never.
successful.
That's a risk. You will never get there. So the point is,
Yes.
set a goal. Once you get there, of course, set a new goal higher than that. But feel happy to achieve that goal. Okay?
Yes.
That's the point. So
Thank you.
that is something very important. So if we put it all together, internal locks of control and a goal, it will do miracles, and you will be surprised how much you can make and achieve. That's something very important. And I learned the formula of success. It's just 3 simple words that can make a big difference. First one, intention. Intention is your goal with a strong sensation of importance, relevance of this goal for you. That needs to be something very important to you. Okay? Once you have that in mind, you need to put your effort and your behaviors, because it's your attitude that will get you there. But even though we know where we want to go, we have all the efforts. I can feel how you are putting efforts to being a big success on this task you have on the next meeting, right? But it will still have some external facts and some things that will interfere on that. And that's where you will need the divine grace or faith. You need to believe in yourself, and you need to accept the right moment of the things to happen to you. Just like Chris mentioned her episode with FIU and UN. She learned and accepted she had to wait 2 years and a half and come back very stronger, and today she has the possibility to be here and do a great job because of that.
Yeah.
So sometimes you need to accept that. And I think that is very important. How is my time? What time is it? 10 more minutes. Okay, so I will tell you a little bit about my life, my experience, and how all of those factors have helped me. I am from Brazil, and I always had a dream to work with my father. He started a laundry business when I was born. But my dream was help my father to build the laundry business as a big company. But that was just a dream. Is it a dream the same thing as a goal? What do you think?
Do you think that like a lot of goals can get you to your dream?
Yeah, I would say that your dreams are the start of your goals. Okay? But you need to get this dream clear. Then you transform the dream in a goal. The dream is just an idea, and the goal is something that is with the right amount, with the date, all the description, the situation I want to get there, and then I have a goal. Okay? And so a dream to work with my father was just a dream. And then when I was still at middle school, I transformed this dream in a goal. I decided I want to do business administration in the best university of Brazil, that is called Fundação Getúlio Vargas. But to get there is as hard as getting for the great universities here in the United States. And if you had an idea about my grades at school, that was almost impossible. Almost impossible. But you know, I was just a kid. And on my mind, on my heart, I knew I could do it. So I did all my efforts. But the universe conspired when we want something.
Mm-hmm.
On the day that I had to write my essay, a very important essay, we in Brazil, we don't write our essay at home. We have to go to the university and write the essay, you know, together with everybody, like an SAT test or something like that. That day, my father decided to take me to the university to get the tests. And when we get to the car, he asked me, why do you want to be a business administrator? And I started talking to him everything why I thought that was very important to me. When I get there, do you know what was the subject of my essay? Why do you want to be a business administrator? So the essay was on my mind, and that helped me a lot to get to that university. Not the first one. I was almost the last one to get into the university, but I got there and I did the course and helped me a lot to work with my father and help him to build his business as a big business. After 10 years working with him, I want my independence. I want to do things the way I want. So I convinced my father to sell me the small part of his business. And I started my own business. This picture that you can see right there is the Unity where in March of 2000, where I started my industrial laundry business with the clients my father had, with everything I learned with him, and I started my own career as an entrepreneur. And I faced a lot of changes, a lot of challenge after that. On the year of 2001, I lost a big client that represented 30% of my income. And that was very tough because I couldn't do everything I need to balance the income with all the expenses, and I went to very financial problems, big financial problems, and took me a long time to solve this problem. I had to sell an apartment I had in São Paulo to pay this debt. It was very high debits and I couldn't survive with that. And that was very important. Why I did that? I had faith that that business would help me to buy a bigger apartment after that. And was exactly what happened. But the moment I sold the apartment, nobody would guarantee that everything would go all right and I would have my money back. But I believe and I had this faith and I did, and it helped and it was very important to me. And then on the year of 2004, I was working with my husband, what is very tough, and I decided to get pregnant with our third child. Carol, she is the one. So I said, that's gonna be great. I will have a chance to, get relaxed and enjoy my baby for a while and leave my husband taking care of the laundry business. She was born on March of 2004. On May of 2004, it was a Sunday when we received the call from the people that the alarm system on the laundry. They were saying that the laundry was on a fire, very, very serious problem, and we had to go there to see what happened, and it was very big. So those are the things. How am I going to react to something like that? Remember, I have the freedom of choice. I could sit, cry, and complain, or I could look to myself and think about what can I do, what our team can do to face this problem. And that's what my choice. So that day was a Sunday. All the clothes that needs to be delivered on Monday was already on a car, so they were not burned. We asked everybody, all the drivers, to go deliver the clean garments, get the dirty ones, and we would find a way to clean those to deliver next days. And I received calls from other laundries, competitors, offering help. We use other people's laundry, to clean their garments and keep working and servicing all our customers for a full week. After that, we found another laundry that we could take our people and do our work after that. And we had the opportunity to rebuild. This is the laundry after that. And I can tell you, can you see those people right there? Those are the responsible for us to face this challenge. They were the ones that working hard to deliver the garments for the customers and keep us working even though we didn't have any machine. That's very important, and that's the choices we made in life that will make a big difference. So balance is something very important. You are starting your life. I believe you want family, and you also want success on your career. And I can tell you that was something very important to me. Looking for balance between my family and my work. Not easy, because I am a workaholic. I love to work. I can work 7 days a week, not 24, but 16 hours or 18 hours a day easy, because I love what I do. But if I did that, I would lost my family. And my husband and my kids helped me a lot. Every time I was working too much, they were complaining, and I decided to step back, relax, less responsibility, and balance my life. And that was very, very, very important, because my oldest son, he was 18 on 2013. He was just accepted to do university at Northeastern in Boston, finance. He was very, very happy, because people in his school told him he didn't have enough grades to be accepted at Northeast, and he was accepted. He was coming to United States by the end of August. On August 5th, we discovered he had a cancer, very serious cancer, that was already spread all his body, and was a very, very, very serious situation. We did everything we could. After 4 months, suffering a lot, my son André died with that cancer. And you know, life presented to me again. I have a choice. Even though a big pain, missing a wonderful son, I could cry for the rest of my life. And my other 2 kids, Matias, what was 16 years old at that time, and Carol, what was 9 years old at that time, they would not have a mother. Or I could have a faith and understand that his time on earth was the 18 years, and God has other plans for him. I was lucky to be with him for those 18 years, and I had to be strong and have faith to accept that thing and have the energy to support Matias and Carol and my husband. And that was the choice I did. So that's why I can tell you, in life, we need to do choices. We have to face a lot of challenge. But if we have faith, and if we do our efforts and we have our goals, we keep going, and you know, we will achieve everything. We decided to move to United States. We work on our green card. We are here for just 1 year. And Matias was graduated at UC San Diego, and he's very happy over there. And Carol is here with us at high school. And you know, life will I still have dreams, I still have goals, and this will move me ahead and will keep me full of energy and faith to keep going, and you know, sharing my experience and helping people. As business coach, I help entrepreneurs to build a bigger business, just the way I wanted to do with my father when I was a child. Now I do with hundreds and thousands of entrepreneurs all over the world, and I'm very happy. This is like a mission, and I am very, very, very blessed to do something I really love and it's not a work, it's a dream, and it's something that really makes me happy and full of energy. So I hope this can help you face all the challenges you will face in life, and that somehow can help you with the beginning of your professional life and a big success in your life.
And the main lesson here is for all of you to be the protagonist of your